of breaking news at the time of recording. Young superstar in the making, Newcastle, fullback David Armstrong, supposedly committed to the Knights for 3 years or 4 years, however long it was. It's come out tonight and turns out he never signed that deal and he's off to the Leigh Leopards in the Super League.
I think it's a great move for him. We saw young Fletcher Sharp debut on the weekend. He looked really good, young Fletcher Sharp. He's been in all the young, junior state teams, and there's been big raps on him for a while. I think the only reason why they didn't debut him ahead of Armstrong was age, and just wanted a little bit more confidence of him playing in the New South Wales Cup. But he came on and he looked really good. For Armstrong, he's 23 years old. He'll be 24 next year, and I don't think it was a 3-year deal that the Knights offered. I think it was a 2-year deal. And he's got the longevity of going to Leigh. Now, I think it's going to come out that he's going to say that he didn't want to play against Newcastle. He didn't want to play for any other NRL club. But he doesn't see a pathway to playing consistent first-grade football at this point in time in his career. So he's going to go to Leigh. Look, he's, as I said, 24 years old. He's smaller and he weighs less than Sharp. So I think Newcastle had to pick between Sharp and Armstrong as to who's going to play on the wing. They're probably going to go with Sharp. This is a good move for him because Armstrong's going to score like 1 million tries running off Rugby League immortal Matt Moylan.
Look, very true. I was shocked to hear because I just figured it was done at Newcastle and their fans were pretty happy with the re-signing. Look, you mentioned Sharp. He's bigger, he's younger, he's faster than Armstrong. He just looks like a winger. He's got all the physical traits. Mm-hmm. We've only seen one game, so who knows what he can really bring. But in New South Wales Cup, and just going on what Newcastle fans in the know are saying, this kid's a freak. I put in my 20 thoughts that dropped a couple of days ago that Armstrong, Ponga, and Sharp, you can't fit three in there because one's going to have to learn to play 5'8", and it's not going to be Callum Ponga. That's tried and tested and failed twice. So I thought Armstrong would have been the one to probably play 5'8", being the pure size of Sharp. So he's a very easy switch on the wing. I'm shocked more that he turned down a potential Roosters deal. I thought, Tedesco's a year off retirement, really. Joey Manu's supposedly moved on, although I do believe he'll be back sooner rather than later. And Sue Leigh, who was the other heir apparent at fullback, is gone to the other code. So there's a spot there. And I thought, Armstrong's going to go there, play on the wing a little bit, fit in when players get injured and ultimately be their fullback. Turn that down to re-sign for Newcastle. And now he said, I'm going off to England. I back him. I think it's great. He's backing himself. He's put it all on the line because if he goes over there and doesn't play real well, career's sort of, I know it's not the best thing to say. If you go to England and you don't play particularly well and you become a career England player at 24, but if he goes there and tears it up, maybe he does come back and get that Roosters or Newcastle jersey in a couple of years' time.
What? I don't. Again, like when you're talking about the Roosters, like it's been revealed in the paper today that James Tedesco's management have sought further extension to the 2025 deal, and the Roosters have put a pause on that at the moment. So I think Armstrong's probably had a look at it and said, "Look, I'm not playing consistent first grade at Newcastle, and if I go to the Roosters, I'm not putting myself in the shop window for a long-term deal." He goes to Leigh, tears it up over there. He either gets a move to a big club like Warrington, Wigan, St Helens, Leeds, or he comes back to an NRL deal full of riches. Maybe at a big club, maybe not, but who knows. Good on the kid for backing himself, though. This is very, very well done. And I'm glad he didn't just turn around and go, I'm going to stay in Newcastle and play 5 or 6 games a year. It sucks to lose a talent, but you're going to get to see him play every week in Leigh. And Leigh have got themselves a really, really, really good player.
They do. And I think it's fantastic. Good on him.